atmospheric pressure in details, here I have amazing example. Now you must have seen the persons who are selling the juices. Means for decoration purpose they keep their juice filled glasses in opposite manner, and even also the juice inside the glass don't spill out. Now why this happened, that we will see here. Here what you have to do, just take one glass, fill with water and cover it with stiff paper card with that, and what you will do, just make it in opposite way and slowly fold it on a table or on your hand, and you will release your right hand, means that hand which is holding the glass, and you will find that though it is in opposite way, mouth is on downward side, the juice or water filled inside that glass will not spill out, it will be inside. Here I will draw it for you. Suppose this was your glass, and now you are covering this with this stiff card paper, so the juice will remain inside the glass. Now how this is happening, what is going on here is, from the downward section your atmospheric pressure is acting, so it is minimizing or it is reducing area between this paper and glass. Means this particular area or gap between the strip and the glass is reduced or it made zero, so there is no space for spilling out the water or spilling out the juice. So this is the best example of atmospheric pressure here. Again we will take the next example. It is the example of spray pump. Now in Holi you use that. Now what is going on inside? I will draw it for you. Suppose this is the spray pump that you are using in the Holi. Here is the mouth, and from the other end you have one hole, and from that hole you have this kind of structure. Now here this kind of structure in science is known as piston. Means what is going on, how the color of the Holi came inside this, we will see. What you do, firstly suppose your piston is here, right? When you push it, whatever air inside the piston goes out. Means from here you will push the piston here in the first case, so air inside the piston will go out from the mouth. So now your area of the spray pump is empty. Then if you hold inside the color, means when you hold inside the bucket of color and you just pull the piston, the water inside the bucket or color inside the bucket comes inside the spray pump. So this is because of the atmospheric pressure. Means in the bucket you have color, and that particular surface of the color, your atmospheric pressure is acting. So that atmospheric pressure pushes the color inside the spray pump. So this is the best example of atmospheric pressure here. These kind of press pumps are also used in agriculture purposes in order to spray the fertilizers and pesticides on the plants. So this kind of phenomenon have vast applications. This is not only used in the purpose of playing the Holi, this is also used in the case of agriculture. Now we will solve some example here which are based upon pressure formula that I mentioned earlier. So let us solve the examples. atmospheric pressure in details, here I have amazing example. Now you must have seen the persons who are selling the juices. Means for decoration purpose they keep their juice filled glasses in opposite manner, and even also the juice inside the glass don't spill out. Now why this happened, that we will see here. Here what you have to do, just take one glass, fill with water and cover it with stiff paper card with that, and what you will do, just make it in opposite way and slowly fold it on a table or on your hand, and you will release your right hand, means that hand which is holding the glass, and you will find that though it is in opposite way, mouth is on downward side, the juice or water filled inside that glass will not spill out, it will be inside. Here I will draw it for you. Suppose this was your glass, and now you are covering this with this stiff card paper, so the juice will remain inside the glass. Now how this is happening, what is going on here is, from the downward section your atmospheric pressure is acting, so it is minimizing or it is reducing area between this paper and glass. Means this particular area or gap between the strip and the glass is reduced or it made zero, so there is no space for spilling out the water or spilling out the juice. So this is the best example of atmospheric pressure here. Again we will take the next example. It is the example of spray pump. Now in Holi you use that. Now what is going on inside? I will draw it for you. Suppose this is the spray pump that you are using in the Holi. Here is the mouth, and from the other end you have one hole, and from that hole you have this kind of structure. Now here this kind of structure in science is known as piston. Means what is going on, how the color of the Holi came inside this, we will see. What you do, firstly suppose your piston is here, right? When you push it, whatever air inside the piston goes out. Means from here you will push the piston here in the first case, so air inside the piston will go out from the mouth. So now your area of the spray pump is empty. Then if you hold inside the color, means when you hold inside the bucket of color and you just pull the piston, the water inside the bucket or color inside the bucket comes inside the spray pump. So this is because of the atmospheric pressure. Means in the bucket you have color, and that particular surface of the color, your atmospheric pressure is acting. So that atmospheric pressure pushes the color inside the spray pump. So this is the best example of atmospheric pressure here. These kind of press pumps are also used in agriculture purposes in order to spray the fertilizers and pesticides on the plants. So this kind of phenomenon have vast applications. This is not only used in the purpose of playing the Holi. This is also used in the case of agriculture. Now we will solve some example here which are based is, let us say it is 3 Newton. what is the area which will go inside the wall. Means you can see this example. This is little bit twisted, but it is very simple. You have one nail, you are hammering it with a nail, with hammer, and here the pressure is given, also force is given. So pressure is 2 Newton per meter square, force is given 3 Newton, and we have to find out the area of the nail point which will go inside the wall. So here let us write down the formula first. Pressure is force upon area, but we have to find out the area here. So we will take A on left hand side and P on right hand side. So you can see A is in the denominator. So on left hand side it will come up, and you can see pressure P is in the numerator. Suppose if we are taking denominator as 1, so it will go downward. So let us substitute the values. Here my force is 3 Newton, pressure is 2 Newton per meter square. So answer will be 1.5 meter square. Don't forget to write the unit. So this is your answer. So here I am not writing. You have to mention in words that the area of the hammer that will go inside the wall is 1.5 meter square. So in this way you will solve the examples. I know these are not given in the textbook, but these are the useful example by which you can understand the concept of pressure more easily, and you will have help to solve the numericals in the mathematics also in higher standards. So now we will move towards our exercise. Now we will solve the exercise. In the exercise, the first question is answer the following. In that, your first question is here, why do knives and blades have sharp edges? So this is very simple. In order to cut the vegetables properly, the knives and blades have sharp edges, but you have to answer it properly in proper words. So here I am dictating the answer. The pressure produced by a given force depends upon the area of the surface on which the force acts. The less the surface area, the greater is the pressure produced. Knives and blades have sharp edges so that area is decreased and hence the pressure is increased. This makes cutting an object easier. So this is your answer of first question. Now in the second question you have, why are skyboards that are used to glide over the snow long and broad? Means you have seen it in the TV. They have long area, means they are longer and broader also. So answer you will write here. The pressure produced by a given force depends upon the surface area on which force acts. The greater the surface area, the lesser is the pressure produced. The skis used to slide over the snow are long and broad so that area is increased and hence pressure is decreased. This makes it easier to slide over a snow without falling down. So this is your answer for the second question. Then you can see the half of the part of the answers of first and second question are similar, since both are relating to pressure only. In the both the parts you have to write how pressure acts on the area. Means lesser is the area, greater is the pressure produced. Larger is the area, means pressure will be reduced accordingly. So now here we have third question. Why does ink not spill out in the out of the ink dropper. So this experiment or this particular process I had shown you by drawing the figure. This is very simple. The question is asked, if the dropper is already full up of ink, then you will put it mount downward, means towards the earth, then also it will not spill out. Why? So here you will write the answer. Ink does not spill out of an ink dropper because the pressure inside and the external atmospheric pressure are equals. Means the pressure inside the ink dropper and pressure which is acting on the mouth of the ink dropper, both are equal and opposite. So they will cancel each other and ink will not spill out. Means it will not come out of the ink dropper. Very simple answer. Then our next question is fill in the blanks. So pay attention here. Your first fill up is, the unit of the pressure is, definitely it is Newton per meter square. So you can write in this way, Newton per meter square. You have to double underline your answer, or you can also write in the words, that is Newton per square meter. By writing spelling of each word, you can write your answer. Then second question is, second fill up is, ink rises into the ink dropper because of the dash pressure acting on the surface of the ink in the bottle. Definitely it is atmospheric pressure. Because of that, suppose this is the ink bottle and ink dropper inside. So from the sidewise area, atmospheric pressure pushes the ink downward and that ink goes inside the ink dropper. So your answer is atmospheric pressure. So you will write it here. Here I have little place, so you can write it properly. It is atmospheric pressure acting on the surface of the ink bottle. Now our next fill up is, when the piston of a pump is pulled up, the pressure inside the piston dash. Means definitely if you are pulling up the piston, so definitely pressure inside the piston will decreases. So it will, your answer is, it is decreases. Double underline it. Then next fill up is, the air pressure inside our body is equal to the, definitely this I had explained you, if the air pressure or atmospheric pressure and our body pressure are not equal, then we will feel that we are carrying 10 or 50 kg weight on our head. This doesn't happen actually because of atmospheric pressure. So your answer is atmospheric pressure. Again you can box or double underline your answer. Now the next question you have in your textbook, it is fill in the blanks.
A lot of students waste their precious time watching cartoons, movies, reality shows on TV. Then they waste their time on social networking sites. When the students sit to study, they are unable to concentrate to get your studies finished, and they get low marks in exams. Parents shell out tons of money from their pockets for coaching classes. But who knows what is taught in these classes? Teachers at times get bugged up when you ask them questions. YouTube has a lot of information but little of use. This is where Study Spectrum TV channel comes in picture. Every chapter explained by different teachers with different examples and repeat telecasts. We remember 20% of the audio ads we hear, 30% of the printed items we see. But we remember 70% of the audio visuals. That is why video teaching is a powerful medium to learn. After watching Study Spectrum TV channel, you get a peaceful sleep with no tensions and no worries. You devote less time towards your studies and you get better marks in your exams. Visit us on www.studyspectrum.com. Follow us on Facebook. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe for Study Spectrum TV channel and keep edifying.
Now our next question from the exercise is question number 3. It is match the following. Now this I will just dictate you. You can take the textbook and just match up the things. In the group A, you have 4 topics. First one in that, fluid substances. Second, sprinkle irrigation. Third, it is wound weapon. And fourth, it is sharp weapon. Third it was blunt weapon. It is BLUNT, blunt weapon. And fourth, it is sharp weapon. In the group B, you have greater pressure. Second, equal pressure in all direction. Third one, pressure of water. And fourth one, less pressure. Now we will match the things. Now fluid pressure. The correct matching for it is equal pressure in all direction. Let me explain you this. Fluids are the substances which flow. In the fluids we have liquids as well as gases. For both these purpose I had given you the example of balloon and pressing the bottle. The 2 examples shows us that both liquids and gases exert pressure on walls of the container in all the direction and pressure is equal. So answer is equal pressure in all direction. Second is sprinkle irrigation. Now you must have visited agricultural land or the garden, public gardens nearby your house. You can see just like a shower of water which is rotating. So that is the sprinkle irrigation. So water is coming like shower and it is rotating from all the direction so that the circular area is covered by that water and water is given to the grass or plants which are there. So this is the sprinkle irrigation. So definitely this is done by applying pressure at the tip of that instrument. So because of that pressure, the water is forced and it goes at longer distance that you can perform at your home also. Take the pipe which is connected to tap of water on it, and if you will press on the tip of that pipe, the water will go away. So this is the same process is applied in the sprinkle irrigation. So this happened due to water pressure. So your correct matchup is sprinkle irrigation, matchup is pressure of water. Then third one is blunt weapon. Blunt weapon means which is not sharp. So definitely if you will try to cut something with blunt weapon, it will very difficult to cut that particular object. So this is because if weapon is blunt, that means its area which is cutting is not sharp, area is larger, so pressure will be reduced and because of that object will not cut easily. So option means correct matchup is low pressure here. The next is sharp weapon. So definitely the last matchup is greater pressure. With sharp weapon, due to greater pressure, we can cut the objects easily. So these are the match the followings. Now our next question is, we have to tell the statement is true or false, whether the statement is true or whether it is false. Now in that, first is the pressure of air inside an inflated balloon is equal to the atmospheric pressure. So definitely if the two pressures are not equal, if the pressure inside the balloon is greater, the balloon will burst, or if the atmospheric pressure is greater than the pressure inside the balloon will get shrink. So this is not happening. That means the pressure inside the balloon and outside the balloon both are equal. So this statement is true. Then second statement is fluids always flow from higher pressure to lower pressure. For this particular statement, I had shown you example of two containers having water in one container, and we allow that water to flow in the second container. So flow of fluid stopped when both the levels become equal. So this experiment shows us that fluids flows from higher pressure to lower pressure. So this statement is also true. Next statement is if area is reduced, pressure is reduced. Definitely this is false statement, because if area is reduced, pressure will be increased, and if area is increased, pressure will be reduced. That was our whole chapter. So this is false, and also you have to write down the correct answer. So you will write false, comma, if area is reduced, pressure increases, which is the correct statement. Then the last statement is standing on a cane chair increases the possibility of cane breaking due to increased pressure. Now this statement is absolutely true. If you are standing, definitely your area in contact with chair will reduce, so the pressure applied will be increased. So because of increased pressure, the chair may break. So this is the correct answer, means this statement is true. So your answer is true. Now we will move towards extra questions which are from the textbook, means those are given in between of the textbook, but they need not be solved. But this is I'm giving just for the sake of knowledge, so that your knowledge level will increase. So let us solve those questions also. Now let us see some extra question answer which are given inside your, means in between of your chapter, but these are not from exercise. This is I am giving you for the sake of knowledge. Now first question is, why do school bags have broad shoulder straps? Now definitely you all have school bags. You can see their shoulder straps are quite bigger, and most probably they have sponge in between them. So why this is so? They can have the rope like structure and all also, no? But it is not so, because the answer is the pressure produced by a given force depends upon the area of the surface on which force acts. The greater the surface area, less is the pressure produced. School bags have broad shoulder strips so that weight of the bag is distributed over the large surface area, thereby decreasing the pressure on the shoulder of a student carrying that bag. This is simple example. Then next question is, why do porters place the load they have to carry on a roll of cloth rather than directly on their head? You must have seen that the porters which have the large weight, they place them by rolling the cloth and then they put on that. So here is the answer. The pressure produced by a given force depends upon the area of the surface on which force acts. The greater the surface area, less is the pressure produced. Porters place a load they have to carry on a roll of cloth rather than directly on their head to the distribution of load over a large area. So this decreases pressure on the head and the neck. Means if they will put it directly, the pressure will be act at some little point or some little portion of the head. If they are putting roller, they definitely the pressure will be distributed along the larger surface area of the head. So this will reduce pressure on the head and neck as well. So it will be easy to carry that particular heavy load. The next question is, why is fountain of water seen rising out of a leaky pipe? Means you must have seen this. There are some water pipes who are supplying water to us. If there is leakage, water flows like a fountain. Why this is so? Answer is, the pressure of the water flowing in a pipe is greater than that of the air outside. Means pressure inside the pipe is greater than the atmospheric pressure which is exerted by air. Hence, if pipe is leaky, water rushes out through the pipe, forming a fountain. This is very simple example. Now, why this is rushing out? It is trying to equal the pressure outside and inside. That's why it is rushing out. Then, secondly, when does river water start flowing? Answer is, river water starts flowing when there is a difference in water level and hence along the length of the river. This particular phenomenon I have explained you by taking two containers. When there is pressure difference in the two levels, water or any fluid start flowing from a point of higher pressure to a point of lower pressure. Now here is our next question. Why do our ears ache when we travel by aeroplane? Answer is, when an aeroplane descends at high speed, there is an increase in air pressure. This increases pressure on the eardrum, hence our ear aches. You must have traveled with aeroplane, or you may travel. You will feel that when aeroplane is going up, pressure, atmospheric pressure definitely increases, so that insert more pressure on eardrums. So because of that, our ears ache. Then next question is, how is land breeze formed? Means, why and in which direction do the land breeze flow? Land breezes means air flow, or this is similar example of ocean airs which are flowing towards the village, means towards the place or town, or away from the place towards the sea level. So this I will explain you here. The answer is, after sunset, the land near the sea gets cooled faster and to a greater extent as compared to the sea water. Hence, the air over the land cools quickly. The sea water does not cool quickly. Hence, the air over the sea remains warm and rises. Therefore, air pressure over the land becomes greater than that over the sea. As a result, a breeze from a land towards the sea is produced. This breeze is called a land breeze, and the breeze which is coming from the sea is called sea breeze. So, I will explain you this. You have two conditions. At the time of sunset, there is no sun. So, because of heat gained by the sun during the day, land was heated and water was heated. Both were heated. But when sun is set, there is no extra heat to gain. So, land cools quickly rather than water of the sea. So, the air on the land is cooler and air on the sea is hotter. So, hotter air is of lower pressure, and here the cooler air is of higher pressure. So, there is pressure difference of air. So, air start from flowing from land breeze start flowing from a place to sea level. So, this is how the question is explained. Now, our next question is, why is the opening of a dropper very narrow? Means you have ink dropper, you can see that opening is very narrow, it is not wider. Why is it so? Your answer is, the pressure produced by a given force is inversely proportional to area of the surface on which force acts. The opening of the dropper is very narrow, hence its area of cross section is very small. As a result, even if dropper has a small amount of ink in it, its pressure can equal to the atmospheric pressure. So, as the opening is narrow, it is easier to transfer the ink to the pen. The possibility of ink spilling is also very low. So, in order to put the ink in the pen and in order to remove the possibility of spilling out of the ink, spilling the ink out of the dropper, the area or the mouth of the dropper is very narrow. Here we have next question. What is the characteristics of cap of eye drop bottle? Here answer is, the cap of eye drop bottle is fitted with a dropper. You must have seen that it is filled with dropper so that it is easy to drop the eye drop inside ear. So this is the answer, very simple thing. Then next question is, what is the difference between ink dropper and spray pump? Now this is longer answer. I will dictate you one by one. Means the points I will dictate you one by one. In the ink dropper, the rubber bulb is used to reduce the inner pressure before filling the ink in the dropper. In the spray pump, pistons is moved towards the opening of the tube to reduce the inner pressure before filling the water in the pump. Means both are compared. Here ink means rubber bulb is there in the ink dropper, and here piston is there in the spray pump. In the ink dropper, while taking ink in, the pressure on the bulb is reduced. In the spray pump, while taking the water in, the piston is moved away from the opening of the tube. In the ink dropper, the bulb is pressed to fill the ink in the pen. In the spray pump, piston is moved towards the opening, means you can say it is pushed in order to spray the water. So here the difference of processes of taking ink and water in and giving them out is differentiated. Now next question is, how does the doctor's syringe work? This is very simple example. The tip of a syringe is fitted with very fine and hollow needle. The required quantity of medicine can be taken in the syringe with the help of a piston. The medicine can then be injected into the body of a patient by using needle and pressing the piston in. This is very similar process of which is related to our spray pump. The thing is, you can say syringe is a smaller size spray pump. In the spray pump, they have narrow opening, and here we are using needle as a opening. So these two are the different things, but the principle of working is similar.